Hello. You know me, Paul in the Fields. The holidays are over. Hopefully you smoked often and smoked happy too. I certainly did. And now we're into the deep freeze of winter. And I want to talk to you about, a cigar. There's a shock. Particularly though, you know how sometimes a cigar manufacturer has such a distinctive flavor profile that even though they make different blends and they have different cigars, you can always identify their product, even with your eyes closed, or as long as you smoke it, you know it's theirs. Some people say that about Don Pepin Garcia cigars, but I think more than any other company in the business, laFlor Dominicana, run by Litto Gomez, is the most that way. Whether you're smoking a double Ligero Maduro on the real heavy side, or you're smoking a Chisel, or you're smoking really any of their cigars, there are certain flavors that are always there. And in the case of laFlor, usually those flavors are on the heavy side. Today I'm smoking a cigar that came out over the summer that delivers the whole laFlor palette, but it is much more of a medium-bodied cigar, and we'll talk more about the other flavors when I smoke it. The cigar is called laFlor Dominicana 1994. It's their 20th anniversary cigar, because 1994 is when they founded the company. Very good timing, about 6 months before the cigar boom. So that's the band. If it's in focus, I can't tell. What do I know? The wrapper, you know I like to talk about wrappers. The wrapper is really nice, and in a minute I'll tell you more about what that wrapper is, because that's pretty special. It's not unusual, but it's special. And just so you know, the cigar looks like this. The laFlor 1994. In a fairly typical laFlor box, except the wood's a little lighter than some of the other ones. And the names are all funky, like Rumba and Conga and Samba and, I don't know, Rootin' Tootin' Cowboy. I hate those funny names. All right. So let's talk a little bit about what's in this cigar. As is usually the case, Litto grew the tobacco himself. It's his filler and it's his binder, all Dominican. The wrapper, hang on, I'm lighting up. The wrapper is a San Andres Mexican, which lately has been used extensively for Maduro cigars. This one, as you can see, is not a Maduro cigar. It's a nice matte finish, thick, robust looking wrapper with a little bit of oil and a little bit of tooth, but it's a thick looking wrapper. Of course, we have to judge smoke production and draw right away. And in this case, the draw is great. The smoke production is also great, as you can see. And the first thing that I get out of this cigar is a mild hint of the classic Litto Gomez laFlor Dominicana flavors, but I also get a really nifty sweet undertone, and that seems to be coming from the wrapper as far as I can tell. I don't typically think of the San Andres Mexican wrappers as being sweet unless they're fermented into a Maduro. Then they tend to be a little sweet. So maybe he fermented this not quite all the way to the Maduro phase, so it's got the sweetness, but it's not overly dark. It's dark, but not overly. So as usual, I'm going to go away and smoke my cigar, and I'll come back and tell you what I think about it when I'm more than a 1/16 of an inch into it. So, ciao for now, as one of my buddies likes to say, and I'll be back with you in a bit. Hey folks, I'm back. Quite happy with this cigar, but I'll talk about that in a second. I just wanted to point out to you, in case you think I forgot to shave this morning, I didn't forget to shave. I'm trying to grow a beard to see if it will hide some of the tonnage that I put on over the holidays. Maybe if I grow it long enough, it'll even cover my belly, which fortunately does not appear on camera. Anyway, back to cigars, the more important stuff. This is a dynamite little cigar. It's got a ton of flavor. It has all of those very distinctive laFlor flavors, kind of almost a charry. I don't know a better word for it than that. It's got like a certain charry note to it. As I've smoked it, it's gotten a little bit creamy, and the sweetness from the wrapper has stayed right there. So it doesn't seem to be a cigar that changes up a lot as you go, but each puff is complex enough that the cigar not changing up doesn't hurt at all. So this is an excellent cigar. And a lot of people these days are a little bit afraid of laFlors because they know that many of them are a real kick in the pants, and sometimes you just don't want to get kicked in the pants. And in that case, this might be exactly the cigar for you because it's got everything that's good about laFlor without that kick in the pants. Price point is reasonable, not inexpensive. It's in the mid-$7 to mid-$8 range depending on the size. It comes in 4 sizes, all the way up to a 6x60. This is the Robusto, although they call it something else. Like I told you, they're into those funny names. Of course, you will find this cigar at Cigars if you want to get it at the right place and smoke it at the right place during this cold weather. Cigars is the place to go. You can see the construction of the cigar is excellent. The ash is nice and tight. The burn is straight. There's no flakiness going on other than me. And it's all good. This is a dynamite smoke. On that happy note, I suggest you smoke often, smoke happy, and I'll see you next time. So long.